Hello everybody, Dimple here again welcoming you all to today's session on Android Framework Components. In my previous sessions, I was explaining what is Device Policy Manager, what are the exact meanings of MDMs, EMMs, all those things. Today we will see what is this Test DPC application. So Test DPC is nothing but Device Policy Controller application. Whatever things I was discussing in my previous session about Device Policy Manager, that Device Policy Manager provides APIs so that the developers or the original equipment manufacturers can utilize these APIs in their MDMs, EMMs and bring up the device security to the most powerful terms. Okay, so this Test DPC is an application developed by Google, and it gives an overview of how the exact device owner or profile owner might look like. Okay, this application is for development purpose only, and this is a sample device policy controller for use with Android enterprise developers. Okay, so developers can see the ability how to use their app and how this app will behave in a managed context such as device owner or within a managed profile. So this is a Google sample and it's available. The source code of this Test DPC application is available online. You all can download that app, and if you're trying to develop something like device owner or profile owner application, you can refer to this app. Okay, it provides multiple APIs and you'll get an idea like what exactly the device owner or profile owner will have the permissions to do. Users can set up work profile, enable work apps, they can set different application restrictions whichever they want, they can manage the security policies and much more using this Test DPC application. So this is an implementation reference for other device policy controllers. It's only for a reference, and this Test DPC is designed to help EMMs, OEMs to test their applications and platforms in Android enterprise managed profile or work profile. Okay. It serves as both a sample device policy controller and a testing application to check the feasibility of the APIs for Android Enterprise. So I hope you all got a rough idea of what Test DPC application is. So this app was developed by Google to just give the developers who are trying to write their own apps which acts as device owner or profile owner. So they can get few APIs, they can get an understanding of what exactly these device owner or profile owner will have the capability to do. All those things they can go through this app, understand this application, and then they can go ahead and write their own application, or they can make tweaks in the same application and continue their usage. Okay, so I have captured a video of this application of how it looks after I install on my device. So I'll be going through that video now. So here I have installed the Test DPC application on my device, and when we open it, okay, so when we install it, we get two apps. One is Setup Test DPC and one is the normal Test DPC. First I have to execute the Setup Test DPC application. So once I click on that, this is the UI which I will be seeing, and we have to go through a series of steps, accept few terms and conditions to install that Test DPC on our device. So it's setting up the work profile now. So in this process, what is happening is it's identifying. So based on the applications already installed on my device, this Test DPC is trying to identify which are the apps which might be used for a work purpose, okay, for corporate purpose. So it's creating a different work profile there. It's asking if I want to add another account. I say no, so it's done. So you all can see now a work profile will be created here. So there are currently 4 different apps under the work profile. So what this is doing is it's just isolating the personal apps and the work profile apps. Okay. So Test DPC app is also under the work profile. I'll open the Test DPC app, and this is how the UI is looking. It's telling this app is a profile owner. So now I have the profile owner rights and security patch, all those data we'll get to know. So accessibility services, if we want to set, we can set them. If I scroll down, we can check any account management. If we need to toggle, we can enable or disable there. Get account types we can do. If we want to add an account, we can add account. And if we want to enable any of the system applications, we can go ahead and enable the system applications. So these are all like extra privileges, right? Enabling a particular system app, disabling a particular system app, all these are extra privileges. If we don't want a particular app to be used by the work profile, we can enable, disable, all those things we can do. So there are different formats. So this is enabling by package name. So you can select whichever you want, and you can enable, disable based on the package name. Also you can enable or disable by intent also. If you want to hide few apps, okay, few apps like which contains very critical business information, if you don't want that app to be displayed to the user who is using that device, you can hide or unhide, all those things you will have. Okay, you will have extra capability. So you can also suspend any app. So if you feel some app is not working as intended, you can also suspend that application so that it does not harm your device. So you can move it to suspend list, unsuspend list, managed configuration. So here every application I can give certain permissions. Okay, for example, here I'm selecting ActiveEdge app, and it's successfully set for managed configuration. So I can set a restriction key, the data type of the key I can select, and I can save. Based on my business need, I will do whichever apps I need to, and some apps I don't want to uninstall. So those apps also I can block here, the uninstallation list. By mistake, the user might uninstall, right? So I don't want certain critical apps to be uninstalled. Those apps I can send to block uninstallation list. So these, see, for example, your Test DPC is there. Test DPC cannot be uninstalled easily, so I'm sending it to block uninstallation. And different certificate management options are there. You can install, uninstall, update any certificate, CS certificates, sign, signatures, all those things are very easily handled here. I have one more video, let me show it. So here I have one more video. I want to stress here based on policy management. Okay, for particular apps I want to give more access, and few apps I want to restrict from accessing the system resources. So that's what I want to show here. So in the same application under policy management tab, I'm going to manage app permissions. So here I can select, for example, here for ActiveEdge, we go back, read external storage, I'm giving the permission, so that we can see allow deny, and let user decide. These three options are there. So based on that, I'm giving permissions to my application: read external storage, write external storage. So giving these two permissions, we can alter any files on our storage. So we should be very cautious when giving this permission to the apps. So here I'm denying, and then I'm selecting whichever app I want. I can select, for example, here I'm selecting calendar, and for calendar I'm allowing access course location, and I'm for write calendar permissions, I'm giving let user decide. Okay, so call, phone, all different. For each app there will be different set of permissions, and for each permission, whichever is of your interest, you can give the permissions according to your business needs. For example, your maps, I'm denying few things, and I'm allowing few things. Okay, I'm denying the camera permission to the maps application, and read external storage to the maps application. Like that, for each app we can give our own permissions. So this is called as manage applications policies, apply our own policies for the apps. I'm scrolling down. So policy management, there are many things. So what we need to do, we need to go through each and every option provided by this test DPC, so we'll get understanding. Okay, I just suggest to install this test DPC and just play around it, so you will get a proper understanding what are the extra features provided by this test DPC. Okay, it will use device manager policies only. Okay, and the APIs provided by device policy manager framework. So here I can see in my work profile I have added more apps, and each app is secure. You can see a sign here, and these are all my work profile apps. Okay, this will be useful when I'm using the same device for both personal as well as for my corporate use. So that was about test DPC. I just went through how the app looks, what are the different options provided by the application. Y'all can install this application on your mobile devices, and y'all can go through each and every option. You will understand more about how the security is imposed by Google security policies. So with this, we'll come to end of today's session. So today's question is why is test DPC required? So today's question I have put it based on what I have explained today. Okay, this will be like a small summary. So why exactly test DPC required? Because test DPC simplifies testing and development, because you can use it to set the kinds of policies IT administrator might enforce. Okay, so you can establish application and intent restrictions. You can set up the managed work profiles, as I showed in my video, different work profiles, everything under the same basket, enforce different policies. And you can even set up fully managed Android devices. So if you're a profile owner, you can set up a separate work profile and a personal profile. But if you're a device owner and you're purely using your device for the enterprise use case, then you can enroll as a device owner and then set up your device. Okay, this is something you might find as an info board or kiosk in a public place. So information board, this is like a basic step. So on this, if you want to develop, you can go ahead and freely develop new features, enforce new policies. But this is like the basic step for you to understand what is the role of profile owner, device owner, what things you can do on your device to make it more secure, to secure your business critical information. So with this, I'll be finishing today's session. I hope you all got some idea of at least what is this Test DPC application doing, what is the need of it, and what are the different things we can control in our device, how to enroll, how to provide certain permissions to certain apps, all such things. So thanks for your time. I'll see you all soon in my next session. Until then, everyone, take care. See you soon. Bye.